set to go now on a wet and rainy night. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. On third down, it's Prescott. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott now.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
We'll step it. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jordan.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
First down, Prescott.
Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 25 on second down, Prescott.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. And that sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on third down, that lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit.
It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So it'll remain to be seen how many drives this unit gets in, this being the preseason. But here they start with 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll actually see them anymore. They got 3 points on the board, 1 drive here in preseason. In this game, baseball caps, NFL approved, of course, for everyone.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game.
And leading them out there, their 6'5 quarterback.
I tell you what.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Washington.
CeeDee Lamb.
82 yards.
And the Commanders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone. And
you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And last time able to get 3.
Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second down, McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Throwing, Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
Not a great start. Draw opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs?
Up on a second and very long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on it before he got the quarterback on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything.
Second down. Talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Taken right around the 44. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Chiefs will have excellent 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first.
Prescott now from the 50.
Batted by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes a catch.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there catching the short.
Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, Prescott stripped.
And does Washington have it? They do.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing them. Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Back to throw here. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
On second down, a run with Carter.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Second and 4. Out left to Dotson. And some room to maneuver.
Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson.
34 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that pushes the... Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs
practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott got an open man. It's Washington.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirections.
Has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get
an 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think he slows down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Minshew.
Got a man, that's Colin Johnson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a first down for Washington on a pick.
Off play action, it's Minshew. He finds Douglas complete.
3 yards remain for second down.
Minshew sets to throw.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Again, Minshew looking to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Douglas.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. This one complete to Coates. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is all.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Douglas, and that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's
offensive player. You have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
4 yards the pickup, first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
And it will be Washington football.
But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Douglas.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7. Minshew
Over the middle into the hands of Woods. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
looking to throw it. Minshew. And he's got his man on the out route. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll run on 1st down. Douglas. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Yeah. Now Minshew.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Douglas with a grab over the middle.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. It'll be Minshew again. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
And the Commanders are going to have a
points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now they go screen. It's complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The Commanders going to bring out the field goal unit.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On third down, Justice. Punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Over the middle, complete. That's Douglas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard.
Numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Going long for Coates. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line is taking charge.
They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
And now time will be called here as Washington.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They're not giving up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
On first down, Justice. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will tighten this one up a bit now. A one-score game at 20-13.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but a starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Commanders' offense set to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Minshew sets to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Here's Minshew.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down and then some. Give them 29 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Douglas. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Minshew under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance.
Touchdown!
Colin Johnson, 54 yards. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 2nd down now. Justice.
And once again, the Commander defense stout against the run game. They drop him for his 2nd straight play.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Craig.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit it for the completion for the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his man complete. That's Craig.
Let's go now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42.
It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On 1st down, Justice.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. We're back now in KC.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Washington offense going back to work.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, it's Douglas. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Right back to him on first down.
Takes it to about the 37.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And this one caught by Coates. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. On 3rd down, Douglas. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 2nd and 1. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Craig.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Justice. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll set up a throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And he wisely will throw that one away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Douglas. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Now Minshew. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Washington. 43 yards.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. from the gun. Minshew to throw.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Minshew over the middle here to Coates.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 4th down, Minshew. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll look to throw here. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Craig.
Here we go. Ready, go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
They'll run on first down. It's Douglas.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where...
Out of the gun is Minshew. And he rifles one incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a handoff up the middle. Douglas. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Ready.
Back to throw again. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They'll drop the throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Worth reminding at this point, no overtime in the preseason, but that may not come into play here in a 2-score game late.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's in
as they come up 1st and 10
at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run the counter. It's Douglas, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They run the counter. Cheney, and he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Minshew sets to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The Chiefs quickly now as he's on to kick it away. Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. Great as they come up 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left.
And this one too low.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Pass interference. Defense.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us. Here we go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And all the Chiefs have it. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Steps away to his left.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.